Tigers! Our book today is called Ira Sleeps Over. This is written and illustrated by Bernard Waber, and this is read with permission from Scholastic. In this text, I want you guys to be thinking about who the narrator is. The narrator is the person who is telling the story. Be thinking about any clues that tell you who the narrator is. I'm also going to be kind of doing some questioning in my think aloud while I'm reading, just so I can kind of show you guys what it looks like to be thinking out loud. Ira Sleeps Over. I was invited to sleep at Reggie's house. Was I happy? I had never slept at a friend's house before. I'm already seeing some clues about the narrator. It keeps saying I. But I had a problem. It began when my sister said, "Are you taking your teddy bear along?" "Taking my teddy bear along," I said. "To my friend's house? Are you kidding? That's the silliest thing I have ever heard. Of course I'm not taking my teddy bear." I wonder why the sister would ask that question. Bringing his teddy bear. I wonder what she means by the teddy bear. Thinking my son has a special thing that he sleeps with that night that he'd have a hard time sleeping without. He has a teddy bear or two and a llama that he could not leave without. So I'm wondering if maybe this is something that Ira usually sleeps with at night. Maybe that's why his sister's asking. And then she said, this is going to confirm or not confirm my prediction. "But you've never slept without your teddy bear before. How will you feel sleeping without your teddy bear for the very first time? So he does sleep with that teddy bear at night. Oh, that would be tricky if you're not used to sleeping without it. I'll feel fine. I'll feel great. I will probably love sleeping without my teddy bear. Just don't worry about it," I said. "Who's worried?" she said. I'm going to predict that this is going to be the problem in this story. I think the problem is going to be that Ira doesn't bring his teddy bear and then it turns out he actually needs the teddy bear. I think that's going to be the problem. But now she has me thinking about it. Now she really has me thinking about it. I began to wonder, suppose I won't like sleeping without my teddy bear. Suppose I just hate sleeping without my teddy bear. Should I take him? What would you guys do? Wonder, why do you suppose he just won't take it? Wonder why. Wonder what he's worried about. Why he wouldn't just take the teddy bear with him. "Take him," said my mother. "Take him," said my father. "But Reggie will laugh," I said. "He'll say I'm a baby." Oh, that's why he doesn't want to take his teddy bear. He's afraid that his friend will laugh at him. Oh, you know, if it's really his friend, you think his friend would laugh? Would you laugh at your friend? "He won't laugh," said my mother. "He won't laugh," said my father. That afternoon, I played with Reggie. Reggie had plans, big plans. "Tonight," he said, "when you come to my house, we're going to have fun, fun, fun. First, I'll show you my rock collection. Then after that, we'll have a wrestling match. And after that, we'll have a pillow fight. And after that, we'll do magic tricks. And then after that, we will play checkers. And then we'll play dominoes. And then we'll fool around with the magnifying glass." "Great," I said. "I can hardly wait." "By the way," I asked, "what do you think about teddy bears?" So he's fishing around to see what his friend Reggie will say about the teddy bear. He seems pretty worried about the teddy bear. Do you think he'll take it? But Reggie just kept right on talking and planning as if he'd never even heard of teddy bears. "And after that," he said, "do you know what we can do after that? I mean, when the lights are out and the house is really dark, guess what we can do?" "What?" I asked. "We can tell ghost stories." "Ghost stories?" I said. "Ghost stories," said Reggie. "Scary, creepy, spooky ghost stories." I began to think about my teddy bear. "Does your house get very dark?" I asked. "Uh-huh," said Reggie. Very, very dark?" I asked. "Uh-huh," said Reggie. "By the way," I said again, "what do you think about teddy bears?" He really wants to bring that teddy bear. What would you guys do? I think I would bring the teddy bear if I were him. If I'm used to sleeping with the teddy bear, I think I would bring it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to sleep. I might be scared. Suddenly, Reggie was in a big hurry to go someplace. See you tonight, he said. See ya. I said, I decided to take the teddy bear. But then my sister said, what if Reggie wants to know your teddy bear's name? Did you think about that? And did you think about how he'll laugh and say Tata is a silly baby name, even for a teddy bear? He won't ask, I said. He'll ask, she said. I decided not to take my teddy bear. We're still thinking about who the narrator is in this text. Who do you think is telling the story? Just this page right here, it says, I decided not to take my teddy bear. I think Ira is the narrator because he's saying words like I and my and we. That tells me that he's the one that's talking and telling the story. At last, it was time to go to Reggie's house. Good night, said my mother. Good night, said my father. Sleep tight, said my sister. She's kind of sassy, isn't she? I went next door to where Reggie lived. Well, I guess the good news is he lives next door, so at least he's not far away, huh? That kind of worked out. So at this point, does he have the teddy bear? He does not. That night, Reggie showed me his junk. He showed me his flashlight, his collection of bottle caps, a chain made of chewing gum wrappers, some picture postcards, an egg timer, Jumbo goggles, a false nose and a mustache, and a bunch of old rubber stamps and labels from his father's office. We decided to play office with the rubber stamps. Man, so much fun. After that, we had a wrestling match, and after that, we had a pillow fight, and after that, Reggie's father said, bedtime. Already? Said Reggie. Already, said his father. We got into bed. Good night, said Reggie's father. Good night, we said. Reggie sighed. I sighed. You can still tell the ghost story, said Reggie. Do you know any? I asked. Uh-huh, said Reggie. And Reggie began to tell a ghost story. Are you scared? He asked. Uh-huh, I said. Are you? What? Said Reggie. Are you scared? Just a minute, said Reggie. I have to get something. What do you have to get? I asked. Oh, something, said Reggie. Reggie pulled the something out of a drawer. The room was dark, but I could see that it had fuzzy arms and legs and was about the size of a teddy bear. I looked again. It was a teddy bear. After all that worrying, isn't that funny that Reggie has a teddy bear too? After all that worrying that Ira was doing. So if Ira's scared right now and he wishes he had his teddy bear and it turns out that Reggie has a teddy bear, what do you think Ira might do? Reggie got back into bed. Now, about this ghost, he said, is that your teddy bear? I asked. What? Said Reggie. Is that your teddy bear? Oh, you mean this teddy bear? So I feel like Reggie might be a little embarrassed about his teddy bear too. The one you're holding, I said. Uh-huh, Reggie answered. Do you sleep with them all the time? What? Said Reggie. Do you sleep with him all the time? Uh-huh. I think that he's embarrassed too. Turns out they all had teddy bears. Does your teddy bear have a name? Uh-huh, Reggie answered. What is it? You won't laugh, said Reggie. I won't laugh, I said. Promise? I promised. It's Foo-Foo. Did you say Foo-Foo? Uh-huh, said Reggie. Just a minute, I said. I have to get something. What do you have to get? Reggie asked. Oh, something, I answered. What's he gonna go get, guys? The next minute, I was ringing my own doorbell. The door opened. Ira, everyone said. What are you doing here? I changed my mind, I answered. You what? Said my mother. You what? Said my father. You what? Said my sister. She was still up. I changed my mind, I said. I decided to take Tata after all. I went upstairs. Soon I was down again, and my sister said, and that sister, Reggie will laugh. You'll see how he'll laugh. He'll just fall down laughing. He won't laugh, said my mother. He won't laugh, said my father. He won't laugh, I said. Do you think he'll laugh? He has his own teddy bear with a funny name, so I bet he does not laugh. I came back to Reggie's room. I have a teddy bear too, I said. Do you want to know its name? I waited for Reggie to say uh-huh, but Reggie didn't say uh-huh. Reggie didn't say anything. I looked at Reggie. He was fast asleep. Just like that, he had fallen asleep. Reggie, wake up, I said. You have to finish telling the ghost story. But Reggie just held his teddy bear closer and closer and went right on sleeping. Man, all that worrying that he was doing. After that, well, there wasn't anything to do after that. Good night, I whispered to Tata, and I fell asleep too. So we talked about the narrator is the main character, Ira, because he's saying words like me and my and I. But I want you to think about, in this story, all that worrying that Ira was doing, and then what happened at the very, very end. At the very end, it turned out that he didn't need to be worrying at all. He should just have been himself the whole time, and he wouldn't need to have worried. So I think the author is trying to teach us to be yourself. Trying to teach you that you can just be you, and just you are perfect the way you are. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time.